Hello friends, today we will do the NCERT exercises of the chapter Respiration in Organisms. Our first question is, why does an athlete breathe faster and deeper than usual after finishing the race? While running the race, athlete requires a lot of energy, so oxidation of more of glucose takes place in the body, and for this oxidation he requires more oxygen. As a result, he breathes faster and deeper so that he could get more oxygen to meet his requirements. Question number 2. List the similarities and differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Answer. Similarities. Both breakdown of food takes place. Both are biochemical processes. In both, energy is released. Now, differences. In aerobic respiration, breakdown of food takes place in presence of oxygen. Complete breakdown of food takes place. The products in aerobic respiration are CO2, water and energy. Large amount of energy is released, that is 38 ATP molecules are released. It takes place in multicellular organisms. Now, anaerobic respiration, breakdown of food takes place in absence of oxygen. Incomplete breakdown of food takes place. The end products in anaerobic respiration are alcohol, lactic acid, energy and CO2. Less amount is released, that is only 2 ATP molecules are released. It takes place in unicellular organisms. Question number 3. Why do we often sneeze when we inhale a lot of dust-laden air? We often sneeze when we inhale a lot of dust-laden air to turn out the dust particles from our respiratory system. We sneeze to turn out the dust particles from the respiratory system. Actually, the dust particles irritate the membrane of nasal cavity. As a result, we sneeze and turn these dust particles out. Now, question number 4. Take 3 test tubes, fill 3/4 of each with water, label them A, B and C. Keep a snail in test tube A, a water plant in test tube B, and in C, keep snail and plant both. Which test tube would have the highest concentration of CO2? The answer is the test tube A would have the highest concentration of CO2. As a fact, the snail would release the CO2 during respiration. In tube B, we have kept an aquatic plant. Air is dissolved in water, so the CO2 will be used by the aquatic plant for the process of photosynthesis. In test tube C, CO2 is released by snail which will be used by the plant during photosynthesis. So, the maximum amount of CO2 will be there in test tube A. Question number 5. Take the correct answer. Part A. In cockroaches, air enters the body through. The correct answer is spiracles. Part B. During heavy exercise, we get cramps in the legs due to accumulation of lactic acid. Part C. Normal range of breathing rate per minute in an average adult person at rest is 15 to 18. Part D. During exhalation, the ribs moves downwards. Match the items in column 1 with those in column 2. Column 1. Yeast, diaphragm, skin, leaves, fish, frog. Column 2. Earthworm, gills, alcohol, chest cavity, stomata, lungs and skin. Yeast with alcohol, diaphragm, chest cavity, skin, earthworm, leaves, stomata, fish, gills, frog, lungs and skin. In column 2, there is one extra word at the last, that is trachea. Question number 7. Mark T if the statement is true and F if it is false. First, during heavy exercise, the breathing rate of a person slows down. This statement is false. Question 2. Plants carry out photosynthesis only during the day and respiration only at night. It is also false. Third, frogs breathe through their skins as well as their lungs. It is true. The fishes have lungs for respiration. False. Fifth, the size of the chest cavity increases during inhalation. It is true. Question number 8. Given below is a square of letters in which are hidden different words related to respiration in organisms. These words may be present in any direction, upwards, downwards, or along the diagonals. Find the words for your respiratory system. Clues about those words are given below the square. Ribs, spiracles, diaphragm, stomata, lungs, nostrils, trachea and yeast. The clues are: the air tubes of insects are trachea. Second, skeletal structures surrounding chest cavity are ribs. Third, muscular floor of chest cavity is called diaphragm. Fourth, tiny pores on the surface of leaf are called stomata. Fifth, small openings on the sides of the body of an insect, spiracles. Sixth, The respiratory organs of human beings, lungs. 7th, the openings through which we inhale, nostrils. 8th, an aerobic organism, yeast. 9th, an organism with tracheal system, ant. Question number 9. Mountaineers carry oxygen cylinder with them because the amount of air available to a person is less than that available on the ground. Thank you.